All right, hello.
Hey guys,
Hey,
happy holidays.
happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Oh, you're gonna sing for us?
I don't know the rest of that song. Um, anyways, hope all you guys had a
Hold
nice
on,
Thanksgiving.
Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy Christmas, happy that's all I know because I'm an American and those are just the three
Happy
that are commonly talked about.
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Yom Kippur? No, that's a different thing.
I don't know.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, or as I like to call it, Happy Colonizers Day.
I can't stand people. Like, it's fine. Like,
Oh, we're just gonna get into it.
think whatever you want to think about, because yeah, there's a lot of shit
Yeah, we'll allow it.
behind Thanksgiving Day, but
Oh, you mean like the start of the greatest country on earth?
hashtag make America great again.
Whoa. I didn't say that. Hashtag America. Not everyone can agree to make America great again, but we can all agree America.
Yeah. But I just don't understand the people that always have to.
Can you salute if you're not in the military? Technically. Is that something you're not?
Technically?
Is that only like military people salute?
I don't know. Anyways, as I was saying before you cut me off,
I just talked over you. I didn't cut you off.
I feel like the people that always have to say, like, I don't support this holiday, blah, 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 blah. I'm just eating with my family. It's like, yeah, that's what everyone's doing. No one is like, we love what this stands for all the way back fucking when. I don't even know. What is it, 1800s?
Wow. Eloquent speech.
When was it? When was the first Thanksgiving?
Dude, I don't know.
We learned that in school, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think it was like, was it 1800s or 17? Or am I way
really
off?
big. Well, first of all, you're giving yourself a 200-year span to be right.
Well,
so if you're off, you're a really bad gambler.
It's like between 2020 and the beginning of time. At some point it happened. But yeah, like no one fucking is supporting what happened
Groundbreaking
around this
analysis.
So everyone that always has to preface that they don't support it, like, we get it, bitch.
Well,
like,
first of all, no one's getting together on Thanksgiving for any other reason than
to fucking get down on some food.
Yeah, it's just food.
I was so happy on Thanksgiving.
And maybe to give thanks, whatever.
For food.
But no one's getting together like, I want to thank the pilgrims and the first settlers on this country. I mean, maybe there's some people, but it's probably
racist,
very rare.
Oppressors.
Sure, whatever you want to call them. I call him uncle. You call him. Just kidding. My uncle's not an oppressor. He's a gay Guamanian. So, what's up, David? What the hell? Why'd you start talking about Thanksgiving? Oh, because we were saying happy
holidays. Anyways.
Happy holidays, whatever.
I hope you guys had a good holiday. I feel like I was thinking about it today, and in my mind, I'm like, it's about to be Christmas. Like, that's next week. I'm running out of time. But I think it's because I literally knocked out like 90% of my Christmas shopping on November 30th.
I mean, I think it's just also because, like, in reality, 3 weeks is not a lot of time. Especially the older you get, the more you're like, oh, it's basically tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not, but 3 weeks is nothing.
Which means my birthday is in 2 weeks.
Wow. Everybody make sure to...
The big 25.
The big 20 lies.
I could be 25.
You could be, but you're not.
Oh. How old do you think I look?
33.
Bitch. That's the rudest thing anyone's ever said. That's not true.
That's not true. 33 is the new 25, so...
I don't care. I don't want to look 35.
Oh,
I
shut
don't
up. You're the
mind
youngest
being old.
looking in the relationship. Just take your
true.
goddamn trophy. Walk your old but young looking ass away. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have a question that's just on my mind.
Okay.
And we don't have to discuss it too much. But I'm not gonna lie, I just forgot my question. Man, I had it and then I took like an extra 3 seconds to
On the next
preface it.
episode
On
of
the
How
next
High is
episode.
Christian.
No, it's not even that. I'm just dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, my memory is
Dog shit.
so bad. To an extent. Like when I went and shot ball, play. I haven't used that as a
Shot
verb.
hoops?
Shot hoops? That just sounds lame.
Shot balls.
When I went and balled out on the courts earlier, I was listening to the King Verbal album just to like give it one last listen before I submit it. And like the album was like 25 minutes, and then I would listen to like 25 more minutes of a podcast, and I remembered all of my notes from when I was listening to it. I didn't write them down. I just remembered it. So my memory is good.
Like I have said, you remember things, but only things that you give a shit about. So
Well, that's not true.
podcasts and music, anything else, no
Oh.
fucking room for it in your brain.
No, bullshit. Because I care about this question. Sometimes my brain it doesn't fire. Because, I'm dumb. When I was 13 or like 12, I had to take an IQ test at my school because I kept getting into like trouble. So the counselor was like, well, we want to test his IQ.
They thought you were slow.
No, I think because I was getting in trouble all throughout school. And the reason was always like, yeah, I'm bored. Like, you hand out. I didn't do homework, but
They
like
thought
if
you were Finding Forrester.
What?
You don't know that movie, Finding Forrester? Fucking, who's that dude I fucking hate? With the fucking face. That white dude.
I don't know,
Jason
you hate a lot
Bourne?
of white people.
Jason Bourne.
Oh. Finding Forrester.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, not Finding Forrester.
No, remember? He's a janitor. Or,
Yeah.
no, someone else is a
Goodwill
janitor.
Hunting, fool.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. Finding
Goodwill
Forrester's with someone else.
I don't even think that's a movie.
It
I don't
is a
believe you.
movie. I'm pretty sure it's with Forrest Whitaker, my twin. That's such a fucked up thing. My family makes fun of me and always sends me memes of Forrest Whitaker. If you know who Forrest Whitaker is, yeah, he's got a badass lazy eye.
Well,
Really good actor,
Well,
but because
low-key,
I have a slight lazy eye, I'm Forrest Whitaker.
well, low-key shout out to Forrest Whitaker because, like, he has a pretty severe lazy eye, but I don't know, it works for him. Like, I think because he just owns it, you're like, well, and also because he is such a talented actor. If he was just like a shitty actor and he was like, oh, but I own it, I'd be like, well, why do you have that confidence? You're not good at anything. But because he's so talented, I'm like,
Yeah.
respect. Like, it's
kinda
weird
don't
how,
even
like, when you
notice it.
own it, yeah, you don't even notice it anymore.
So
Because,
when
like, I
you-
don't.
When you get huge, like, it won't even matter. You got a big ass nose. Like,
I'm fine with the fact that I have a big ass nose.
it was just a jab.
That way I could,
But I'm
from the
kidding.
back and, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
Poke your butt with my nose from the back.
No, thank you. That's weird. What
That's the
was your
thing.
question?
My question, well, first of all, no, the reason they wanted to test my IQ is because I was always bored, and they were like, well, maybe he should be in higher classes. And via that one counselor testing me, I got like a 129, which is like 1 point below genius at the time with whatever test she gave me. I don't know. But right there, I was like, all right, for the rest of my life, I'm a smart person. So I think I'm smart. But I wonder if I took one now, after life has, worn me down and beaten the innocence out of me. I'm just kidding. I haven't had like that rough of a life. That's a little ridiculous. I wonder if I'm like, oh, I'm smart. I took this IQ test one time in 8th grade, and then I take it now, and people are like, you're actually mentally handicapped. You're actually what we would call slow. Anyways, my question. Oh, fuck. My question. If some about Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh. All right. Question to you. And I'm more bringing this up just to fuck around, not to have a legitimate religious conversation, but
Because
also
those are conversations we can't have.
it's very true. Yeah. We just. I mean, anyways, but to you guys out there too, I was thinking this, and I genuinely mean this as a question. If Jesus died on the cross, this turns into a religious podcast. If Jesus died on the cross, then why are you disrespecting him by sinning? No, I'm just kidding.
Us picking apart the Bible.
Jesus. Well, first of all, it'd be a pretty easy podcast. No matter what you believe in,
Well, there's a ton
books
of
are
things to pick
ridiculous.
apart, so
Yeah,
it'd be
religious
a long
texts
time.
are crazy. But if Jesus died on the cross for all of our sins that have happened and will happen, why do we need to behave? We're already guaranteed passage into heaven because Jesus died for all of our sins, including not believing, murdering, raping, stealing,
I can't get
coveting.
into this. I know the reason why, but I can't remember.
You know the. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, like you remember reading it?
Yeah. Because I don't think you know the extent. I think you know the bare minimum of, yeah, Jesus died for our sins, blah, blah, blah. But there's a whole bunch of other shit, like, I can't fucking remember. But it's not just, oh, he died for your sins, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're going to go to
Bless me.
heaven. Bless you.
Thank you. That's true. That's true. I'm just saying one phrase. Well, fine. I guess you're not going to answer my question. All right. Well, if any of you guys know, hit me up at 916. I'm just kidding. Oh my God, they know where we live now. Some kid traces. He's like 916. Okay, now based off the stories that he's posted when he's running around. Okay, now
Gonna trace
triangulates.
our IP address. Could happen.
Could it? I don't actually know that.
It
I don't know
could.
if your IP address shows your exact location. I think it just shows a general range.
Someone could track you to your IP address.
Yes.
I think it does it close enough because that's how.
Well, we live in an apartment, so I don't think close enough would be close enough. Oh, I just gave away more key information.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
But,
Anyways, let's get back on subject. Let's start off your drogas story.
Oh, yeah. So let's get into that. It's, well, how I usually tell it is very long, but I'll keep it short.
Wow. This story is already compelling.
When we first met, we went to a rave. It was my first rave. And I
Mine too.
finally got talked into it by Christian because he was all about raves and putting raves on his credit card.
Tell the fucking people my business.
But anyway, so I went.
And her on my credit card, FYI.
So we went, and then everyone was, what is the term? Popping? Is that the term?
We're all popping and locking.
Is that
Driving.
the term?
Yeah.
Anyways, everyone was taking.
Man, you are so not hip.
I am not.
You're so not cool.
I'm not
Anyways,
cool.
so everyone was like, what's like the slang for like taking drugs?
Popping?
Is it like poppling?
I'm not that.
Papadopoulos?
Anyways.
Snap, crackle, and drop?
Anyways, so
Some acid.
I was like, I'll take it too. I want to have the whole experience of my first rave, and plus everyone was doing it, and I'm very impressionable. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So I got my little alcoholic drink because I can't swallow
My
pills, and
little alcoholic drink.
they opened up the capsule, put it in.
Grandma, put some swag into this story. I got my little alcoholic beverage.
Shut up. And then I took it. And I waited and I waited and I waited. And I was like, I don't feel nothing. So then Christian was like, go give her some more. And then
You can just say you. You don't have to say my name. If people are watching this, like they see me, you could be like, and then you told me, and like they'll know it's.
well, I'm telling them the story, not you.
Well, no, I know,
Shit.
but
And then
you should be telling me a story. You shouldn't be
Fine.
talking to them. Otherwise, what?
you're ruining my story. Just let me flow.
All right, but talk to me.
Anyways, so you
Thank you.
told our friend, our anonymous friend, to give me more. And what did he give me? Like, I don't know. You can tell it. Just say what he gave. I want to tell the story, but what? Anyways, you were like, go give her some more. She's not feeling it. So they're like, go give her another half a point.
Just remember who the storyteller.
Shut up. And then, so
Anyways, you weren't feeling it, so I told him to go. I was like, can she get another one? And he had what's called moon rock, which is like, I guess, a different variation. I don't know. I've taken it. It's pretty wild. I took some of it at a festival one time, a music festival, and I was laying on the grass and I looked up into the sky and there was 2 moons, clear as day in the sky, and I was like, whoa. So, anyways, it's very hallucinogenic. Whereas just Molly, I mean, it messes with things like lights and you see trails and whatnot, but you don't like see crazy visuals. But Moonrock, I guess, is just more visual for whatever reason. Anyway, so she had just taken 1 point of regular Molly, and it wasn't hitting her yet, so she wanted another one. So I didn't know that he had Moonrock. I thought he had Molly, right? So I was like, just give her one. And yeah, it's a pretty heavy drug to take when you don't take drugs.
yeah, and I'm not very good at it. Also, I think a big deal has to do with it because my mind state is just garbage when it comes to drugs. I don't know. So
I mean, I think
took
it's also-
that, and then I don't even know how long it was. All I know is we were upstairs, and the hardest fucking shit came on. What was it? Snails. And then I just felt
really
it.
bass heavy.
I fucking felt the bass in my chest,
That's
and
the good
I was
part.
just like, and I fucking seized up, and I was like, I need to leave, and then I just ran
panicked.
outside. I panicked.
You panicked.
I don't know. I just don't like things like that. So I ran outside.
That's not true. You've taken certain wild substances that are pretty heavy.
It doesn't make me feel. We'll get into that next. But, anyways, I go outside. I'm just fucking. I'm just standing there, which felt like forever, but
Like this.
apparently, yeah. But apparently, it wasn't.
It's like 15 minutes,
Like,
maybe.
all I
Well, 'cause-
remember, the only thing that made me feel better is one, when Brooke was talking to me, just because I liked how soothing her voice was. And then when you would hold me, because you were holding me and it felt like I was laying down. So I was like, oh, I'm not moving anymore.
To be fair, some people take Molly and they really like to chill. They like calm house music and like something really vibey.
That's
and
probably me.
Well, and I like that too. But I can do it both ways. I can be real vibey and super chill, or I can be like, all right, I'm hyped. This music's hard as shit. I think it's more that for you it was so overwhelming,
Yeah.
and like I also don't think that, I don't know, you like hard music sometimes, but you don't like hard music.
I do.
I know you like it, but like I don't think you enjoyed. I don't know.
I do.
I think there's a thing where if you take the music or the drug that makes you feel the music and then you don't like the music,
No,
Like, you like it, it's just
no,
it's
it's
too
not that.
intense. What
It's
was too
just that
intense?
no, the thing it's not that it's too intense. I can listen to that music and I do listen to that
Well,
type
yeah,
of
I
music
know
and I like it.
sober. Yeah.
But because it's how my body felt when I felt it, just because my whole thing was everyone was talking about how fucking good it feels, like because I
And for
asked
you,
like
it was
how
overwhelming.
am I gonna feel when I take this, because I'm really scared about taking drugs. I'm a puss.
No, she's not.
But I am. I am.
You took a
Anyway,
drug I wouldn't take way before I took it.
yes, but everything I'm scared up until taking it. Like I'm not just like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. No, I'm never that way.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying you were still took it before I
I
did.
know. But anyways, so that happened and then it was just the longest
Well,
how
again,
long
I don't think you don't like that music. At least when you're rolling. I'm not saying
probably
sober.
not.
Sober, you can listen to
I
anything. But
think
yeah,
I would do better if it was just really like
yeah, probably.
soothing.
I think it was just too intense, and I mean, it might be a combination of taking it being a little bit more intense, the trip itself,
It
the
was way
experience
too
itself,
intense. I would have done way better if I did coke.
probably.
But at that point, I hadn't done coke yet.
Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, I like Molly more than Coke, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think everyone has their things they like. Some people don't like weed. They're like, I hate it.
Well, yeah.
I don't
I
like
wouldn't.
smoking weed.
I wouldn't do coke again because like coke was fun, um, and we were doing it. Were we doing coke like every weekend? I think like every Wednesday we'd go to trap night.
Yeah, but for like such a short period
I
of
know it
time,
wasn't for a long
realistically.
time. It
Yeah,
was just like a short period of time.
I just said.
Wednesday trap night at Badlands.
Anyways, to the
Anyways,
story.
well, I was trying to, and you brought something else up. Anyways, but back to that. Like I was high for how many hours?
36 hours.
36 hours, just fucking high, and I was just wired as shit. And every time I closed my eyes, just I had visuals, but they were so fucking erratic and like shaking. I was like, nope, can't close your eyes. So I just fucking was awake.
So that's why you should have, you needed to power through that overwhelmed feeling. Just like jump and dance around, get that erraticness out.
I don't know how. I feel like maybe I could have gotten into a different mindset
Well, to be fair,
if
once
we
you
were
start,
on the floor with everyone, but we were literally upstairs, just me and you. No one was upstairs on that upper level. So it's just me and you.
true.
No one's up there. It's dark and I was like, "No, I
Well,
don't fucking like this."
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like it's hard to turn. I feel like with all drugs, well, at least anything that's intense, like if you get super, super baked and then you start to get paranoid, it's really hard to turn that around. Like once a negative emotion hits you when you're on a drug because emotions are normally heightened by it, it is really hard to turn that around.
And I just feel like because I'm probably one of the most negative people in the world. Like
Top five.
I feel like once shit went different in my brain, I was like, nope, everything's bad. This is fucking bad. You feel horrible. Like,
I think that's an interesting thing that like when people panic, I've panicked before, but like as you get older, like you really just I don't know, like my brain now is like, well, this isn't gonna last forever. Like you know what I mean? Like as long as you're still don't get me wrong, like the two times I took well not the two times, but those times that I took acid, the two times of that like went it was just too powerful and I disappeared into the fucking timeline. That's you can't really go, oh well, this will be over soon because like you're not even aware that you're you. But if you can still have like a semblance of you, it's just like, man, this is gonna feel like forever, but like it'll be over.
I just
You know what I
feel,
mean?
I know. It's just hard for me to feel that way.
Well, I think it was, again, your
I
first
also
time.
think that if I took drugs now,
I took
it
drugs.
might be better. No, I just mean drugs in general, not Molly.
No, I know. I just mean,
Yeah, I don't talk cool when it comes
no,
to drugs.
I'm not.
I think I might
Yeah,
be
Katie, what the
better
hell?
just because I also think, and it's just my opinion, that it has a lot to do with your mental state.
Well, it does.
And my mental state was dog shit when we first got together. And so I think I'm in a way better place. So I think it's possible that it might go a lot better. Like, I'm not sure, but like,
Well, I think
I don't know if I do Molly again, but I have wanted to try like shrooms and maybe acid,
No.
just because.
Nope.
No,
Telling you right now, no.
no, I wouldn't.
Nope.
Why?
Shrooms, I think you can do.
What's the difference?
Well, I've taken a lot of shrooms, and I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Things are melting. People look weird. The colors are all blurring. It looks like the world's painted. And then I've taken acid and been like, oh, I'm a Nazi in World War II. Oh, I'm in a meat locker where people are being murdered. Like, you're
That's
not
right. You're
you.
on acid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it can go well, but knowing you, I don't think. Like my first acid trip, that was dope. I was like, this is crazy. But I think it's all about amounts as well, and I don't know. I don't think you'd particularly like acid because shrooms feels. I don't know. Shrooms never feels weird to me. Acid, like
What?
my body, I'm like, oh, my body doesn't necessarily respond properly, and you're aware of it, which is sometimes a
That-
very weird
Yeah.
sensation.
That show, Midnight Gospel. I'm assuming
Yeah.
that's is that like what it's like to take shrooms? Like all those visuals?
Well, no.
Not so much like there's a lot of weird ass shit in it, but just I mean the colors and everything and just the stuff like that.
I mean, it depends. I think like the easiest way I can explain shrooms, and this is like if you don't take a lot, but just like you ever blur your eyes and everything kind of blends together. You can't see like the defining lines and edges of things.
Yeah.
Kind of blur, and you can't. It's kind of like that, but not quite as blurry. Like things just kind of not morph into each other, but there's like a oneness to the world. Like you'd be like, oh, these speakers aren't sitting here. They're part. It's very weird, but like they're part of this like 3D scape that I'm looking at.
I don't know. I think I even more wanted to take shrooms
I
since
don't think that made sense.
we watched I got it. It was weird, but I got it. Fucking Goop Lab. Remember that show we watched on Netflix with Gwyneth Paltrow? Her whole thing. One of the episodes is people like, well, in this beautiful fucking place at this like wellness resort, and they take shrooms, and there's someone there coaching
guide
them
them
through
through
it.
it, yeah.
And I'm like, I want to fucking do that.
Well,
like,
that's the thing. They have like peyote trips and DMT trips and
I don't think
the
I
Amazon
take
and stuff
DMT.
like that. I don't know if I'd take DMT either. Like,
Is
I'm,
DMT like the
I think
most...
DMT is the most powerful hallucinogenic on the planet.
What that
Pretty
one
sure.
person? What was that ridiculous thing that he said that like he tripped for like a year?
Huh?
Remember
Oh.
what's his name? I won't say his name, but you know. Because he said he licked
Yeah.
it or something. I don't know.
No, I think he said he took so much acid.
I thought it was DMT.
I don't think so. Because DMT only lasts like
Or
15
no.
minutes.
Didn't he say he took like pure, like, whatever the fuck?
LSD, considering that's what acid is. I'm pretty sure it was acid. And he said he took so much that he tripped for a full year. which I don't know, but I'm gonna go bullshit. Now it's totally possible. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I haven't looked into this stuff, but something tells me,
He was over exaggerating.
yeah,
He
just
seemed the
because
type
he
to.
definitely was the type. But
He's a weird dude.
maybe even if he wasn't over exaggerating, I think it's more likely that maybe he took it regularly, and so maybe he was like, I've tripped every day for this year almost. But I don't think you can take so much acid at one time that your brain trips for a year. I think that would mean you broke your brain.
Well, for like acid, like, cause like
It's like
weed,
any other thing; it runs through your
like
system.
weed, you can take however much, and you're not gonna OD.
Well, yeah.
But like, how is it? I know you can OD on like meth, heroin, shit. Can you OD on like acid
Well, the thing about
or
ODing,
shrooms?
I do not believe you. Well, okay. The thing about ODing is like you don't actually OD from the drug. You OD from the effects of the drug because you have a heart attack. That's what kills you. So
Thank God I didn't
I
have a heart
think
attack.
I think you could. I wonder if you could. Something tells me you could die from weed because maybe if you're old and you have a heart condition, you could get scared enough to to cause your heart to give out because if you have a really weak heart.
But nothing that it's like the weed is
But
what
it's yeah.
kills
I
you.
mean, and also I don't know if that's true. I'm just thinking because if the thing that kills you is the heart attack, well, people
It was brought on by.
yeah. Well, I'm like the mental state could affect that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyways, I just I don't think it would take your body a year to get. I think the amount of acid you'd have to take to trip for a full year would also damage your brain.
Maybe that's
Like
why
they.
he's fucking weird now. He always seemed a little off.
That's true. I mean, it could be that. Because I do think that after you have certain experiences, like after I've had certain like trips,
You're just different.
I feel a little different for a while. And that's only from, doing it a handful of times. And sometimes the different is good, sometimes it's
I
weird.
kind of want to like have a trip and like maybe I'll be a better person. Like I won't
I will say
have so
shrooms.
much attitude.
Shrooms.
I come out worse. That would be my fucking luck. Like
I will say shrooms made me a nicer person. It began the path to me becoming a nicer person. Because I was
didn't you do shrooms before you met me? Because
Yeah.
you were pretty mean when I met you.
oh, please.
You were. Don't. Oh, please.
No. I'm not saying I wasn't, or I was perfect, but I'm saying I wasn't like
You were.
crazy.
Okay.
I
You
mean, we were
weren't mean to people. You were just mean to me.
we were just, by mean, you mean like,
Well, to be fair, we were I mean, not the most. There's a lot.
by
more
mean, you mean
fucked
like
up
we
people.
argued all the time.
There's a lot more fucked up people, but yeah, we were fucked up.
Yeah. we
Speaking
just
of fucked up
argued and
couples,
never, oh,
there was a person that called me yesterday at work, and they were talking blah blah blah. I was talking him through a bunch of like financial shit, all this other stuff, and he's talking about his wife or his. They're like going through a separation, and by the way, a cholo. I'm talking to. He's like I remember meeting him.
what are they?
He's kind of scary. Like he's like 6 feet tall, just all tatted
Oh, a
up,
big
huge,
cholo. There's
shaved head,
there's something,
tats on his head.
there's something more intimidating about like a big cholo than like other big people.
A big black dude.
No, I just
Well,
over other big
I don't
people.
know. Whenever I think of big white people, I don't think anything at all. But like, I would be scared. Maybe not.
That's a weird thought to have just announced.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't.
So you're
Well, when
you're
I
scared
see.
of big
When
Mexicans, big black people, but not big white people.
To be fair, when I think
You're
of
like, to
big,
be fair,
like,
those are all the guys who beat
muscular.
me up when I was a
No,
kid.
when I think of big, muscular people, I only think of, like, black guys or cholos. I don't think of, like, white. Like, I know it's a thing, but, like, really tall and really big, I don't think of, like, white people or Asian guys, or. I don't.
Well, to be fair, I think Asian guys, there's probably a reason for that statistically, but
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure big Latino people are less common than big white people. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it depends on like. We're being very broad. Broad. We're being. God damn. One of these mornings, I'm just gonna be like, "Hello, welcome." That wasn't deep either.
But, anyways.
But anyways,
Oh,
I mean,
I was talking, but.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyways, like
Take
I was saying,
over.
so I'm talking to this guy on the phone. I know exactly who it is, and I was like, "Hey."
He's like, "Orale, so I have an umbrella."
He talks exactly like that, and it's funny, like stereotypical. And he's talking about his wife,
just how he
and they're like going through a separation and all this other shit.
What she
And
do to
he's
him?
like telling me his life, and I was like,
She like put him through the ringer.
damn, like they're separated, but
Said that
she
4 times.
won't sign divorce papers. And then he's like saying she's been a prostitute for 10 years. She's keeping my child from me.
Cabrona.
She's got a restraining order against me and said I did all this shit. And I was just like, I didn't even ask, sir, but thank you. It made my day better. I was like, man.
First of all, when I was doing that imitation, I felt myself slipping into.
Robert De Niro. To be fair, I didn't even hear you. Like, I heard you were doing something, but I didn't
Well, yeah.
even process it.
But
But yeah,
I
that's
just wanted you to know that.
dysfunctional.
Second of all, I
And
don't
I
know
f-
if
and
now
I
is the best time for you to be buying a home.
Well,
Tom?
yeah, because we were like going back and forth about like money and all this other shit, and he was all like, "I just want to know if she came and like tried to
Wow,
do
you nailed
something
that
without
accent.
me," and I was like, "She,
Oh, they started together.
yeah," and I'm like, "She legally can't do anything without you since you're married. Like, she can't do anything. Like, you're fine." And it's just this whole long thing. I was like, man. And then I was looking at like after he called her a prostitute, like I looked at like her stuff.
And you were like, occupation, prostitute.
No. I mean, she is
A entrepreneur.
she is self-employed in like some weird thing. I don't even know what it meant. And then like I looked at this is bad. This is judgmental, but I looked at the picture on her ID and I was like,
You're getting fired tomorrow.
I could see it. Why?
You're talking about confidential stuff.
No, I'm not. I haven't said anything confidential.
I mean,
I haven't mentioned
sure
any
you-
names. I haven't mentioned.
that's true. I was also kidding. Either way, I don't think your work listens to this. And if they do, well, then we're big enough to tell them to go fuck themselves and we're going to do our own thing and be entrepreneurs.
I don't think anyone would be on here. I've blocked anyone who could see my
I don't think anyone
Instagram.
would see it anyways, just because.
To be fair, I think they would, because the chick that I work with, she always pops up on my people you may know on my fucking Instagram because her number's in my phone. So I probably pop up on her. So I fucking blocked her. I blocked her husband. I blocked her fucking side hustle account. Blocked.
Cool beans.
But yeah, that's just. So yeah, we were dysfunctional, but we weren't that dysfunctional.
We just argued all the time. We weren't crazy dysfunctional. We just argued and fought about dumb shit more than we should have.
True,
but-
it was never about anything of substance. It was
But-
just stupid shit.
My point being, when I took shrooms at 18, it was the first thing to give me the thought of,
You should be a better person.
no, jackass, let me take my pause.
That was.
I like my dramatic pauses.
They're too long.
It was the first time in my life that I had the thought,
What are you, a fucking politician? Just.
Obama. It's a horrible
You could
Obama
never.
impersonation. I can never be Obama.
Did you hear
That's
that
probably true.
Obama gave Drake the go ahead to play him?
In a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Did you hear that
Drake
I
is
was
the.
telling a story?
I just want to finish this. Drake is the last person that could play Obama unless he shaved his beard, lost weight,
Yeah.
and I don't think he would. There's so many
I
other
mean,
people that would do better at playing
He
Obama.
probably would. And Drake is an actor.
I mean,
He's convinced us all he's a thug rapper for like 7 years.
it's the greatest performance of all.
A Grammy. Actually, multiple Grammys. What up, Drake? We should do a song. I'm not hating at
Well,
all.
he didn't even win
I'm
a
just
Grammy.
saying, like,
He was talking.
he's won Grammys.
I know, but
yeah.
this past Grammys, he didn't win a
Oh.
Grammy, and he went on this whole rant about how they don't give it to anyone that deserves it.
Yeah. You know
You
who always
shouldn't be
says that? You know who always says that? The people
Losers.
who lost.
Yeah.
This is a man who won multiple Grammys in the past. I think. I don't actually know that, but I'm pretty sure. And he's like, well,
I know he's won at least one.
Yeah, well, and he goes, well, I didn't get it this year, so they're not doing it right. So they don't give it to people who deserve it. Or maybe they just felt like you didn't deserve it this year. Or probably a combination of both, to be honest with you. Because for you to discredit the Grammys, so are you going to set a timestamp on that? Like, oh, well, they were bad after they gave me my Grammys.
I don't know if he said it before, but he definitely said it this past Grammys. And
No, I know. But what I'm saying is...
It was just this whole long thing. It was like, we should stop being surprised that blah, 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 blah. They can't do this right. And it's like...
Oh, okay. Well, then, since it doesn't matter, just throw your Grammys away, homie. Toss them in the trash. They don't matter.
Anyway,
It's
so
not done
18
right.
took shrooms. Now you're nice.
18 took shrooms, and I had this thought for the first time. I was like, when has getting angry at a situation ever helped? Hold on. And now, I'm a lot better at that. Now, getting angry, you know damn well I'm better than... You know goddamn...
I know. It's just when you do, it's like...
But my point is, being angry was such a, like...
prevalent.
Just a key part of my personality. I was just always mad. Even though I was the goofy, make everyone laugh, entertain everyone person, I was just angry. But that means it's not going to change overnight. It's going to take years, if not, a decade or two, to fully get it all under control.
A decade?
Well, from when I was 18, so I'm
20 years.
almost... Oh, hold on, a decade's 10 years.
I know, but you said a decade or two.
Okay, that's fair.
I gotta wait 20 years for you to not be so angry and break shit.
Not if you did math correctly.
That is math correctly.
No, it's not,
a decade
because if I took
or
it when I was
2
18,
decades.
you wouldn't have to wait 20 years.
I know, I'm just saying that's still a fucking long time.
You don't know, because what you said was this, and when I said that's wrong, you said, All right, I'm cool. I'm back.
Still 12 years.
Yeah, I'm not saying it'll take that long. You know what, attitude? Yeah. Anyways, I had that thought for the first time, and that's, you have to first become aware of things.
Enlightened.
Kill myself. For you to speak your truth, you have to know your truth. No, boo, live your truth. That's dumb. You have to know your truth. Anyways, I think we should wrap this up because I'm hungry.
We should have pizza.
Nah, I want to save pizza for another time. Oh, you just got people shooting you messages, huh? You just act like you have a life outside of this relationship?
Oh, it's Ipsy.
Oh, I was just kidding.
I was like, where's my shit at? And they just now got back to me.
Through Facebook?
Yeah, that's their support thing.
Oh, interesting. I just saw a Facebook thing
You
pop
either
up.
have
and
to
I was
Facebook message them or tweet them. I'm like, bitch, can I just send a regular email? Like, everything's on social platforms. Like,
email is a social platform.
Yeah, but it's more like,
kind of.
If I was
you have to have the
a
address.
50-year-old woman with no social media,
You like how I just pulled you for?
And then it's like, how do I contact these people?
Well, then what you do, the same as if you're a 50-year-old woman with no email address,
I have an
is you.
email.
No. Hold on. You're saying, what do you do if you're a 50-year-old woman with no social media?
Kill yourself?
Well, yeah, get a
Already
life,
took
first
it
of
away.
all. Build that clout, grandma. Second of all,
Grandma, 50.
50 can 100% be a grandma.
I know,
Plenty of people
but
are
you meant
grandmas.
that as an old thing.
No, I just meant grandma. I didn't mean like grandma. Grandmas can get it too. We're gonna clip that. That's great. I'm gonna put that on a soundboard. Grandmas can get it too. Grandmas can get it too. That's my next hit.
Anyways.
Anyways. What are we talking about?
We're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping it up. All right. Yeah. We're wrapping up the show. Thank you for listening. We're wrapping up the show. My forehead is glistening because it's hot in here for show.
And he's oily.
Dude. Can you imagine if that's what I rap like? But like I really believe in myself. I was like...
At least you believe in yourself.
I mean, I guess that's true, but like... I'm 26. So if by 26 I'm like, yeah, I'm wrapping up the show. Yo, thank you for listening. I'm wrapping up the show. Whoa, my head is glistening. Well, that's still at least on rhythm compared to what I did.
So
Yeah, but I mean, the first one I did wasn't on rhythm.
Oh.
And it's like, if you're 26,
I mean,
like,
if you weren't on rhythm, I'd be like, it's not gonna happen.
Well, we probably wouldn't work out then. I'm just being real.
If I told you the truth,
if I had a dream, you know what I mean? Like it was my dream, and you were like, "Nah, you suck at it."
No, I wouldn't be rude. But if
Well,
you
even if
had
you
a
weren't
dream
rude.
and you're all like, I'm gonna shift our life and focus on this for potentially 5 to 10 years,
yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, you can't,
Well,
or you shouldn't.
Okay, you shouldn't be with me either in this
Okay.
scenario.
Then I won't be.
I'm not saying you're
I
wrong,
just
by the way.
fucking
I'm not
dumped
saying
your
you're
ass
wrong.
in
I'm
this
not saying
alternate
hold
universe.
on. I'm not saying you're wrong or that it's a bad or that it's not a bad decision. It 100% would be. But
No, I know.
I'm just saying if you believe in yourself, then you think anyone who doesn't like you
Yeah.
is wrong.
But to be fair,
That's
like
why I doubt everything.
Well, like I told you before, like I'm glad you're good, cause I'd have to fucking lie to you.
Good?
Yeah, good.
I'm all right.
Mediocre.
At least better than mediocre.
Average. Like your dick size.
Why do you keep bringing up my dick size in these?
Oh no, sorry.
Like I said, it's thick, okay?
Thick.
It's a thickie.
3 C's.
Thick. Sounds like the KKK. Yep. All right. Well, let's wrap it up on that. KKK. For thick. Not for the other thing.
We'll talk about white oppressors through history in the next podcast.
We'll talk about why are we doing this.
It's just stretching.
Ooh, that hurt my back. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for listening. My forehead is glistening. Ice up on my wrist and
Okay.
bathing for the christening.
We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.